Maxim's first India cover girl, and our relationship has been amazing since then. The next three, as you saw, were the Hot Hundreds. It feels great to be the only woman in the world to have ever topped Maxim Hot 100 thrice. And I do think that when we come together, we create something which is classy and sexy at the same time, and which is what the embodiment of the modern Indian woman is. This is the photo, the infamous photo. And so that was my reaction. मैंने अपने real, बड़ा गंदा लगता है ये word, but I must be a really big star if my armpits were on CNN in America, the way I see it. So my reaction was that I put a photograph out on Twitter and told people, judge for yourselves. That's it.
A media person asked Kareena Kapoor that why don't you take Hollywood projects? So this is what she had to say. Priyanka is already taking Hollywood by storm, and I'm very proud of her. I respect Priyanka for having that gist. She's a global icon and probably the only mainstream actress to put India on a global map. So what do you have to comment on that?
Well, I'll say thank you very much, Kareena, for acknowledging my work. She's actually been very, very encouraging of me and the daily things that I do sometimes, and I really admire for her for being that way with me. And I mean, I wish her the best in life, and I'm really, really grateful that, you know, words like that coming from your colleagues, it really gives you the strength to be able to do even better work. So thank you.
It working for Baywatch, and secondly, like your character Victoria Leeds, do you identify somewhere to her? How is it working as an anti-hero?
I did Aitraz and I did Saat Khoon Maaf, and I really enjoy playing villain characters. And Baywatch was, that's the reason why it is so much fun, is because it's a comedy. So basically it is Victoria against all 6 of the lifeguards. So the lifeguards have to try and, I can't tell you the premise of the story, but the lifeguards have to protect themselves and the beach against Victoria, who wants to destroy them. So the entire film is about how that happens, and of course the relationships between the two. So it's a comedy movie, it's not a drama, and obviously with Zach and Dwayne it'll be hilarious. It's a very, very funny movie. It's going to be a major, I think so, it'll be a major summer blockbuster next year. You all must keep May 19th marked, because first of all, we've all loved Baywatch growing up, especially in India. And second of all, I'm very mean in the film. I'm very mean in the film. And I don't think Dwayne has ever had somebody be so patronizing and mean to him. I mean, that's what he told me. So he does, usko samajh mein nahi aata, because he can't punch me, he can't crush me. He doesn't know what to do when I'm mean to him. So it's in fact, the whole lifeguard squad. So it was a great experience, so much fun, especially because Seth Gordon, who's the director, he had made Horrible Bosses. So he has a great sense of comedy as well. So we did a lot of improv, we did a lot of, figuring out things to say, jokes on set. It was a very collaborative film. We finished shooting the entire film in just about 60-65 days. So it was great fun, and I'm really, really looking forward to how people will react to Victoria, especially because my debut for the rest of the world besides Hindi films is going to be a negative character, and I'm taking on Dwayne and Zach, who are like the people's champions. So I don't know, America might not like me very much. I can't do a Hindi film till my season 2 finishes for Quantico, so I have the luxury of time कि मैं time लेकर, इसीलिए मैं actually Bombay इतना वक्त मैंने बताया, because I've been meeting a lot of filmmakers. The problem is that I have only a certain chunk of time for next year, and I've heard so many interesting scripts, I don't know how to pick right now. So I'm at that point where I am being greedy. There are some incredible films that are being made in Hindi films right now, and over the last actually 2 weeks, I've met some amazing filmmakers. मेरा मन करता है ये भी करूँ, ये भी करूँ, ये भी करूँ. But जैसे मेरे को आदत है ना 4 films at least a year करने की. So suddenly now I've been reduced to 1 or 2. I feel it's not fair. So I'm taking my time to figure out which film. I have time because I can't start shooting before March. So I'll decide in the next few months, I guess.
ग्लोबली आप काफ़ी अच्छा काम कर रही हैं, आपके काम को अप्रिशिएट किया जा रहा है. साथ ही साथ दीपिका पादुकोण, शी इज़ ऑल्सो डूइंग वेल इन हॉलीवुड. ऐसे रिपोर्ट्स हैं कि आप दोनों के बीच एक ग्लोबल कंपटीशन है, पहले बॉलीवुड में था, ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म पे भी है।
अरे आई थॉट आप लोग कहते थे कि हम दोस्त थे, अब कंपटीशन बन गए है ना। पहले तो ये लिखते थे ना सब लोग कि वी वर BFFs।
या
तो ये कैसे बदला, कब बदला, क्यों बदला?
वो आप बताएंगी हमें।
नहीं, मैंने तो नहीं कहा कि बदला है, आप कह रहे हैं कि बदला है।
तो उसी पर क्लैरिफिकेशन चाहिए था।
मैं क्लैरिफाई कर रही हूँ ना कि कुछ नहीं बदला, जैसे थे हम वैसे ही हैं। आपका नज़रिया बदला है जो आपको नहीं बदलना चाहिए। ओके, आई हैव अ पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑन दिस एंड प्लीज गिव मी 2 minutes to just elaborate. As much as there is a huge pay disparity between male actors and female actors, it is also in society. बोल दो जब रेडी हो तो मैं बोलना शुरू करूँ। रेडी? Okay. It is the pay disparity is not just in the film industry. It is a disparity of genders in society in general. So the day a woman's film grosses as much as a male actor's film, we'll get paid that much. But for that, we need the audience to go watch those films. So people need to get the gender disparity out of their heads, support female actors and say we are going to watch cinema because it's a good film, not because it has a female or a male lead. So we're in the business of entertainment. Obviously business is about demand and supply, right? So when people go watch a film and our films gross as much, which now started happening. I mean, our films are touching 100 crores and there's so much money that is being made on female-led films. Hopefully the more that will happen, the more we'll be able to turn around and say this is our right. Otherwise it's unfair for the pressure to be on a female saying that, oh, your film has never reached those numbers because you're not watching it as much. So I think it's a vicious circle which is working towards a better place. It's going towards a better place. Like you said, Scarlett's on the list. Our Hindi films have touched about 100 crores with leading female actors. So hopefully we'll get there. But you know, the conversations and the battle needs to continue, and we need men standing up for feminism. That's important.
The rumor that Deepika, she refused to dance with you on song Pinga in IFA, is it true?
Ma'am, I have no idea. You'll have to ask the IFA makers. From what I know, that it was supposed to happen, and then I don't know what happened, why it didn't. So I ended up doing it in my act. But I have no idea. You'll have to ask IFA that. I'm sure they'll know.
For more, log on to biscuit.com.